A Q, what's up, buddy? So soggy. What the fuck does soggy mean? Happy. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. I had a really fucked up realization earlier. I wake up. I woke up even earlier today. Woke up at 4:45. Because I need more time in the morning to write, and I'm cutting weight for a weightlifting meet. So I'm pretty. I'm pretty. Yeah, not it's not fun right now. And so I'm like thinking, I was like, and you could, oh, dude, you're running on 3 hours of sleep, so you'll appreciate this. I'm convinced that I am a better writer when I'm miserable. Like when I'm tired, when I'm hungry, or when I'm cold. Like if I have kind of a, you know, you're holding on for dear life type of feeling, dude, that's when I'm like, I'm killing it in my book. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Like I'm really coming, this is really coming together. But if I don't get that, then I'm just like, I'm toast. Why are you running on 3 hours of sleep? Do you find that you create better when you're on less sleep, or is it just how it works out? He says, I saw you guys are they're doing something over on, I think they were playing Corrupted, but I'm just gonna get some work done on my You think so? Because I mean, I've written. This is my 13th book now, and even the other ones, the other ones I was even less. I was getting like 4 or 5 hours a night. I was cutting weight. I was freezing cold, and then I'm like writing a book, and so it's almost like you just strip away the noise. I think, like the noise goes away, like because it's like if I'm. But I'll listen back weeks later and find the work. Yeah, true. I can definitely see that. Well, that's also why I have an editor, and she'll go through and she'll fix it, and then. But usually, I can kind of make sure that the logic is okay. Dude, because of you, I've been in like a big synthwave kick. Like I listen to Night Ride. Uh, what the fuck is the one you recommended? I just put that one on all the time now. I need to find a music editor. Yeah, man. Doesn't your record label have that for you? Yeah, it was great. It's like I just put it on all the time, like when I'm working and stuff. I put it on stream like the other day because I was like just dicking around in Gambit. So I was like, let me listen to put some music while I'm doing this. All right, so let's see where are we at. Attack by ally. My record label has an engineer, but a good rule of thumb is that the better your product pre-master, the better it will be. Oh, gotcha. I actually have to deal with something similar. I'm getting an audiobook. I'm getting an audiobook made right now, and so he's sending over files of him reading it, but I don't. And my brother was like, "Well, who's going to master it?" I was like, "What the fuck does mastering it mean?" And he was like, "It's a whole thing. It's more like bringing a song into focus rather than enhancing it." That kind of made sense. I got you. I got you. Do you need a mastering engineer? I'm studying and have multiple mentors with like 20. So that's I might actually because it's an audiobook, and so I don't know if that's like simpler or better or easier to figure out. But um, I was under the impression that the guy who reads it is also going to take care of mastering it and like because I don't really know much about this kind of process. And but my brother went to audio was went to like school for audio engineering, so he's familiar with the process at least. And he's not gonna do it. He doesn't have like it's been years, right? But he knows enough about it. And so I have to find out if I even need it to be mastered. Mastering a soloed vocal is very much time consuming, but only insofar as getting the vocals mixed correctly. Yeah, see, and I don't even know what that means. Like, that's why I need to talk to that dude and just be like, hey, what's up with this? What does this sound like? And then, because if I need to pay, like, this book is very popular. And so I think that the audiobook will also be very popular. And so I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I think I can probably make a couple $1,000s a month on the audiobook. And so I don't mind spending for the master, but I just don't know if that's something we need to do. In-house or yeah, exactly. I need to hit him up. $3 of sleep. Goodness, IQ, you're a maniac. I mean that in the nicest way possible. You're a nice maniac. But 3 hours is still 3 hours. See. I blame my child. Hey man, my girlfriend's a therapist, and it turns out everyone blames their childhood. So you're in good company, buddy. Hmm. Back by ally. Excessive drive. Describe when and how your hero becomes obsessed with winning. Put another way, is there a moment when your hero decides to do almost anything to win? Obsessed Gonzalo needs another alias to write historical fiction smut under. Dude, I've thought about it because romance slash erotica authors, they make so much money. Like they just churn out copy. It's the same story over and over again. Like woman goes somewhere new, like fucking local man takes her under her wing. She tries to decide whether to go back or follow her heart. She tries it. She realizes she misses him. They get back together. Done. Like it's like a fucking. It's. I literally would just like write a Hallmark movies and see what's up. Amen. A fucking men. Well, dude, I self published on Amazon. I was like, dude, if I can crank out these books, just sell them. It's like, all right, that's cool. Zebra, what's going on, man? How's your what's today? How's your Thursday going today? I see you've been streaming. It's very difficult to stay independent in music. Wish Amazon. Dude, I was actually talking to my brother about this because yeah, exactly like well, that's what I was saying. Like thank God I got like really obsessed with writing and books because like I can't imagine trying to make it on like Spotify or because everyone's trained to buy to like pay for subscriptions to like everything. So then you have to decide, are you selling merch? Are you going on tour? Like what does all that look like? And so I don't know, it just seems like a whole fucking headache. Not to, I'm not trying to pile on or anything, but yeah, Amazon solid. I get 70% per sale. So after production costs. So every, let's for example, my most popular book, where they burn books, they also burn people. If you scroll down, you'll see the cover. That I get almost $4 every single sale. And I can sell anywhere from 10 to 80 a day. And so it's going pretty well. Going with Bandcamp now, it's a pay what you want platform for music and release singles and includes some benefits and entice them. Oh, nice. Are you you're on Bandcamp? Is it your acute on Bandcamp? Sweet. Under single under my account and an album under GFL. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Zebra, busy night and day, caretaking, writing, gaming, working, and just finished the film conference. Man, since yesterday, did Zebra, were you able to sleep at all? There's some limited edition physical copies if you're interested in that floppy disks. Well, how if they're floppy disks, how am I gonna play them? Is it just to have? I'm not like completely against it. I think it's pretty cool. I just am confused. That's all. Okay, time shift. Oh, here you go. Cute. Yeah, songs of them are low quality as well. Includes a digital copy of the album. Just something to have if you're interested. Yeah, for sure. I haven't slept for the past 25 hours or so. Oh shoot! Is everything Zebra? Is everything okay on the ranch? Hmm. Electro synthwave from a mysterious entity named Acute. The files for Halicon just appeared on my hard drive one day. No one knows where they came from. That'd be a pretty cool fucking short story. Gonzalo Obsessive Drive needs to win after. What happened? Almagro left. I mean, after Monko tries to escape. Business as usual. Some days are more intense than others, but that is the nature of the beast. Gotcha. I chuckled because there's a gun in Destiny, Zebra. There's a gun in Destiny called Nature of the Beast, and I have been like I've keep it like close by because I've wanted to try it, um, but yeah, that's why I chuckled. Acute as a concept is a place, not a person. Trying to move away from acts represented by single figures as mascots. I think it'll be interesting to explore from that angle. Acute as a concept is a place, not a person. Dude, I've named a few songs after Destiny weapons. I love it. I'll keep my my lips sealed and let because I mean the fuck would I tell, right? You know. As a place, not, yeah, dude, that's an interesting concept though. I do I love it. I love it. Reaper. I mean, that's a title. I mean, they kind of all sound like they could be Destiny guns. Oh wow, these releases are all from 2022. AK, you're just getting your finding your stride. That's what's up. Oh, here's one from 2021. Still though. Oh no, that's at Q. Either way. Alright, Ronco tries to escape. He feels he believes the Incan Emperor on beyond his control. He'll do anything to keep the captive nearby. That the native population doesn't rebel. Zebra, I feel like I saw you. Yeah, I got an alert that you were streaming, like almost like at midnight my time. So I guess maybe that would be like 11:30 your time. You've been on it at some interesting times. Can't believe it's been 25 hours. I got up at 4:45 today, and I was like feeling like feeling proud of myself. But then again, it's also like, is sleep deprivation something to be proud of? Then then that starts the whole hamster wheel, you know. Drive immoral actions. Substitute your hero take. So here we go. Gonzalo murders. No, it's not murder. It's more like. I mean, I guess it is murder. Diego executes. That's the word I'm looking for. Execute. Criticism. Who criticizes? Maybe Carvajal. The Spaniards are weaker when divided. Justification. Luxembourg, what's going on? How was what's it called? Oh, what is the place called? Fantasia Land? Furby, it's good to see you again. Not really tired, more amused at this stage. Taking care of wife, eye surgery, she got her first new prosthetic lens. Oh, hope she recovers quick. Moving some cows. 2 older ones were lost to heat, but that is a norm. Gaining some others at a fair price, but have the vet going by to double check them before I give the thumbs up. Oh, it's almost like you get your mechanic to check out the car before you buy it. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. My tone wasn't authentic. Furby, what's like? If I had confetti right now, I should have had it ready, right? But if I had confetti right now, I would drop confetti by how excited I am that you're back. I was just in the roller coasters. Yeah, dude, we were. My friends are still making fun of me because I don't like roller coasters. Too many people. True. Luxembourg, do you guys have? Was there like pretty intense COVID kind of measures when you were there? So Ferb and Zebra and Cute, they Luxembourg went to what's called Fantasia Land. It's a theme park in Germany. And so that's what I'm asking about. Justification by eliminating the leader of the opposing faction. He's in fact limiting the division between Spanish forces. We had to wait minutes, even hours to get. Oh my gosh. That's too much, Luxembourg. You don't need that in your life. I don't like that for you. Not at all, just for the bus, but we went there by using our car. Oh, okay. Big puppet scene. Furby, have you still been like big in the puppets in like the what is it the it'd be a theater troupe maybe, or the puppet troupe maybe, I don't know. But have you still been involved with them? What other more action? We had a gig this week. Oh dang! Do you have any symptoms, or is it just kind of like general sickness, like nothing too bad? For the bus, I mean, yeah, that's what I figured you were talking about, Luxembourg. Let's see. Oh, what? There it goes. Abandons. Then during expedition. General sickness, congested, tired. Oh yeah. Man, I had COVID. That shit kicked my ass. Like I don't know, like I'm like maybe I'm like too sensitive to it, cuz it is I remember there was like 3 or 4 days in a row I couldn't do shit. And I kept trying. I kept waking up and like ready to work and nothing. Lived in Augsburg for a time before transitioning to Hohenfels and later Darmstadt. Oh, so Zeeb, you've been like kind of all around Germany, or at least multiple places in Germany. Yeah, that's how it is here, Lux. We don't have really mask mandates or anything. You didn't have any, dude. I got laid out, and every time I get a booster, I have to take the day off because I'm like I'm sick. This is my second time with COVID. The first time I thought I would die. I would have called an ambulance, but I was too tired. Oh my god, too tired to even dial. That's pretty tired. Would you be open to giving some creative writing feedback? Of course. Is it yours? Is it someone you know? If you put it, the easiest way is probably just do a Google Doc and then send me a link. I like to base songs of 2 to 3 sentence prompts. Yeah, I like that too, especially because your the songs that I've heard of yours don't have lyrics, or at least the ones I've heard, right? and so it's like, you can evoke a feeling. I got Pfizer. Oh, dude, I had Moderna for all three. Narvik, Bergen, Oslo. I can't even read all these. Oh yeah. Oh, true. I remember. Yeah, yeah. You've been like all over. Oh yeah, dude. Well, especially because I was terrified because some of the people that were getting it were like big health people, like CrossFitters and weightlifters, and then they lose so much weight, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I like, I would that sounds terrible. Monday, I'm gonna take the fourth dose. Oh shit! I actually need to look up when I get my fourth dose. I I don't know. Like I think shit. I think it's coming up. To be honest with you, criticism of Juan. I'll say Juan. Justification. Now they're going to discover El Dorado and the Pizarros won't have a claim to the treasure. They would all die if he kept going. Treasure is no use if you're dead. Natural resistance to worst symptom was I sneezed twice. God damn it, Zebra. Oh man, my worst thing, I sneezed twice. This guy. No, I remember you saying that like you like it doesn't really bother you. Um Day before I tested positive this last weekend, I'd gone to a bar and smoked cigs, and so I thought I had just a really sensitive throat issue, but no, it was COVID. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're like begging for it. Especially if it was like a packed bar. That's a lot. Battle. But which COVID did you get? Because I got the Delta. I don't know actually. So Lux, we don't have enough, like we didn't ever get enough information about what kind of COVID we get. We just usually it's just like a quick COVID test, and it's like it's almost looks like a pregnancy test. It's like yes or no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like I don't. I think that there was. I'm trying to think what was. I mean, really, I guess it would be whatever was popular when I got COVID, right? I think that was Delta. I just know it knocked me on my ass. Someone offered me Chinese cigs. What am I supposed to do? Say no? Hold on. What's a Chinese cig versus like a regular cig? It's just unfiltered, right? It's like a cowboy killer. No, actually, those are filtered. You can get American Spirits unfiltered. I had COVID during the first wave in early February 2020. Dude, I bet you that was like low key kind of. Oh, hold on. February 20. You had it before even it came to the United States. Like you had it in the very first wave. Like in the very first wave of the world. People had sounded the alarm yet, but it wiped me and my partner at the time out for a week and a half. Woo! Especially because you didn't. No one knew about it, right? So it's like kind of this thing. They were thin, little, cute cigs. So Furby, Acute stopped by for my writing stream a couple weeks ago now at this point, and we were just chatting it up and talking. He makes music, and I was talking about my books, and then he's like, oh, do you play? Yeah, he's like, I see you play Destiny too, and he was like, I play Destiny also, and so now we play Destiny a lot, and he's really good. So he's trying to help get me better. We thought it was the flu, but it put her in the hospital, and at that point, it was awake. Oh wow. I bet, dude. That's what I was saying. I bet you it. I bet you it was. I was. It was scary because he didn't. We didn't know, right? No one knew. Natural resistance to smallpox too, along with measles, mumps, and rubella. But prairie grass rocks my world if I get a snoot. Really? Like zebra? Is that like an allergy, or just kind of like is prairie grass something that I'm not familiar with? Against Pedro de la Gasca, Gonzalo will do anything to maintain his hold on the Incan Empire, including fight back against the Spanish crown. If I wear my bandana over the windows up to keep out. Oh, okay. So it's like, so it is. That sounds like it's like an allergy almost. So where did the time traveling W? They're coming. They're coming. They drop in at the very end. I'm trying to turn him into a terror inside of Destiny. Yeah, I mean, and I'm definitely stubborn enough to kind of either get there or die trying. So if you could try time travel, where would you go to? Trying to think. Library of Alexandria is a very good answer, Acute. It's a very good answer. I mean, just because I'm researching it right now, I think I would want to go back to the Incan Empire before smallpox arrived. So, smallpox arrived, and then there was like the emperor was Huayna Capac, and it was effectively like a Roman Empire where it's like Huayna Compact's father had extended it, I think all the way, I want to say north, and then Huayna Capac extended it south. So it's this giant empire, and they have just gold everywhere because they didn't think of it as a currency. They just thought of it like as decoration. So their buildings were gold, their cups were gold, everything is golden, and they had a completely kind of reciprocal society where people, the peasants, and they kind of the general populace worked effectively for the state, and they would produce just vast quantities of goods, and the Incan Empire would kind of pass them along wherever they were needed. So everyone was guaranteed food, shelter, and clothing. No matter who you were, where you were in the Incan Empire. And I think that just because I'm learning about it now, I think that would be my answer. What about you, Ferb? You're a United fan. What do you think about the GOAT situation right now? I think he's going to play for United because nobody. I think this is my opinion, because people saw what happened when he came to the team, right? And they know that he's just this very specialized goal scoring striker. Nobody wants to take that. Nobody wants to take that position on when you're not even guaranteed to get the goals. Like, because he's getting old enough now where it's like you hope that he's going to score the goals, and like thank God he scored goals this year, but it's not a guaranteed thing, and so I think no one wants to really take that on. Lots of book burning events are discussed in this stream. That's true. Even my book is named after a play regarding the original Spanish Inquisition when they burned the Torah, like all the Jewish texts. Had an opinion once. Turned out it was gas, and no worries. Thank God. Thank God. You think he's gonna terminate? I don't know. I feel like he wants to keep his legacy, and so that's where I'm a little bit hesitant. Is I think that his legacy will I think he doesn't need money anymore, and so I think he just wants to focus on his legacy. But I wouldn't blame him or be surprised, right? Like I wouldn't be mad at him. He's got to do what he needs to do, you know. Lost the war because he wants to play the Champions League, and the Champions League is part of his. That's very true. That's very true. I just don't know who would take him. Like, what sport is this? So this is soccer, football, overseas and down south. But so my team, we're talking about Manchester United, and we're talking about the GOAT is Cristiano Ronaldo. Every year since he played professionally, he was playing Champions League. So yeah, that's true. I'm gonna rest. Dude, I hate Harry Maguire so much. Oh. You're not the only one. However, he could be lent to a club for 1 year's loan. Yeah, but did you see Ten Hag said Maguire is going to be captain? Here I was thinking, goat situation. Yeah, well, when you are like you live surrounded by cattle, so when you hear goat, it's a little bit. You probably have a different first response. Can't decide when to time travel. I give up. Verb, come on. Yeah, there has to be something. Like you wouldn't like. Did you watch Bridgerton? Would you go back to like Victorian England? Next year he would come back because United will probably be in the Champions League next year. Who would come back? CR7 or Maguire? As a brown woman, no. Yeah, that's true. Fucking, they would just turn their noses up. Dude, you could go back and check out. Apparently, Tenochtitlan was like gorgeous. It had like the water like the waterways before Cortez destroyed it all. That would be fascinating to see. I know, dude. Like he already said Maguire's captain. Like I don't know what these people see in Harry Maguire. He's like a lumbering oaf. Like how is he captain? Yeah, I could see it. I really wish that we had used Ronaldo better. I think Lisandro's taking the what is it? Left back. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. Because I think that they're gonna keep Dalot or Delo or however it's Dalot, and then Varane and Maguire, and then Lisandro. I thought, but I'm not sure. Oh, Lisandro is center. Yeah, dude. And there's no way. Shit. Well, it's like what's gonna happen with Varane? Because Varane's better than Maguire, dude. It's like too many people. Moral self revelation. I would go back and start the French Revolution. I'm bringing a gun. You just got to be very selective with your ammo. Bye, Ibrahim Malasia, Bruno Fernandez, Erickson, Shaw, Rashford, CR7. Yeah. Oh, that would be fucking. We can dream. We can dream, Lux. Dude, I've always liked Bye, except he is a hothead, and I think that he is going. I think that that's why he gets I think that's why he gets benched so much. Ooh, solid. Cake eaters. I like that. That's a deep cut, acute. Yeah, and you can lead them there. And you can make puppets to make it look like there's more people. Hmm. Guys, I know where there's a lot of bread. Follow me. Let's go. It's never going to be enough. Those three come in: Van de Beek, Elanga, Fred, Lindelof, Martial, or Delot. Oh yeah, dude, I forgot all about Van de Beek. Dude, they have a lot. They have a lot of players, man. That's one thing I think they should get rid of some of the players. We got to get There's another somebody. My other friend comes in here a lot. Master GQ. He is another Manchester United fan. We text a lot about Manchester United. Um, I'm curious to see what he thinks about that lineup. So, question, Luxembourg, you play soccer at a pretty high level. Is there that kind of concept of switching um, formations in an offensive or defensive capacity? Because in my head, the way I've always played, or the way I always, I'd only played through. I didn't play in college. I could have, but I didn't. But in my head, it was always that you have your formation, and that works for both offense and defense. Is it common to switch depending on the direction. Imagine you having modern weapons that early. 2022 would look a lot different, but I, for one, welcome or hopefully be more croissants. Amen. Someone should make like an alternative history where like a time jumper goes back and does this. Furby, you might have hit on a good story here. Almost like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, but it turns into like, I don't know, Furby Revolutionary Pastry Chef. Not exactly. It depends on the coach. Okay, but Luxembourg, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Like it's like relatively normal. Okay, so it is newish. So in your club, that is how it works. Interesting. I never had thought of that before. If people had modern weapons that early, we would have self-destruct a long time. Oh, well, that's true. Science outpaces wisdom already. It would be scary to introduce modern science to a pre-modern society. I mean, we're having modern science with pre-modern brains. So like our evolution hasn't really changed much. It is normal. Okay, that's interesting. Why didn't you play soccer in college? I did not play soccer in college because out of high school, I was either play soccer and do chemistry major, and I didn't really want to do chemistry, but they didn't have an engineering program at the school where they had soccer, or and I got into Maryland's engineering program directly, and it was like it's a pretty hard school to get in. It was, I think it was number 12. And it was like not easy to get into, and this program especially was not easy to get into, and so I was like, shit, I already got into the chemical engineering program. Let me just go chemical engineering. And then look, like at the end of the day, I don't do anything engineering, and I work out all the time. So it probably would have like I think I kind of ended up where I was going to end up no matter what, right? Like I think no matter what, I think I was going to end up in this exact moment. It's just like the route had like it's almost like the diverging timelines, and but no matter what, they're always going to end here. It's like, bink. I'm surprised we haven't, dude. Amen, amen, Ferb. 3-4-3 because you will be able with Shaw and Malasia to make a lot of pressure by having 4 midfielders. You know, the 3 attackers can make pressure too. Yeah, dude, I like that layout though that you were talking that you outlined. It's because Shaw is nice on the outside. I like him a lot. Moral of the story: follow your dreams, right? Well, see, Parappa, the other thing was like I literally wasn't even like obsessed with anything. I was just kind of a leaf in the breeze, and so it was like I was like, what'll pay more at the end? So that's why I was chemical engineering, and then I didn't even end up doing it. Remember when Trump was threatening it against North Korea? Like, dude, that man said a lot of shit. I'm counting those days. If we pull ourselves out of the grave we dug, these years will go down as the most pivotal in history. Excited to read textbooks in the future. Yeah. I'm excited to read like how people treat like kind of this era in like 30 to 50 years. I try to ignore American politics. It's hard though. It's hard. They're so ignorant. Acute, are you an expat or are you yeah, where are you from? It's only gonna get worse. I don't know. I like to think that this is the last gasps, the death throes of the kind of the old world order. 4-3-3 or 4-4-1, you will have a solid 4-4, which means 8 players trying to defend. So you'll have Sancho and Rashford going in the midfield. So CR7 will be the only attacker in the defense modus. And you saying this 4-4-1 or like the 4-4-3 or 4-4-1 is when they're on the defensive. From Europe. Oh, okay. Hard to choose single place because I moved so often. Modern day gypsy. That's pretty cool. Get to experience a lot of cultures. My brother is doing that right now. He goes. I think right now he's in Brazil, but he's literally just Like he just jumps around. Luxembourg. Luxembourg, little country Lux. You should, if the being a teacher doesn't work out, you should work for like the tourism ministry. Like I want to go to Luxembourg now because you're selling it so well. I thought he was the first person to advance peace in North Korea. That's what a friend told me. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was like Trump made the most headway with North Korea, but I don't know that for sure. Yeah, when they're on defensive, gotcha. The true test of it. Now I really think it's going to get worse. We have no leftist leadership. They overthrew Roe v. Wade. What's next? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is. I think that this is like a catalyzing moment too, though. Like I think when Roe v. Wade first got passed, that was like the catalyzing moment for what we're seeing, like the first steps to the that what like the final steps of which we just saw. So hopefully that is like the wake up call that there has been not enough long term strategizing by the opposite side, and that will kind of turn things on their head over the next 10 to 20 years. All right, so thematic revelation. What are the big events? So we have March. Ooh. Roe v. Wade shouldn't have ever passed to begin with, as it took the power away from the states, which is wrong to begin with. But okay, Zebra, and that's what I'm saying. Like on the right, like they lost that so not even say decisively, but almost suddenly, and so that was like their catalyzing moment, and so now I think it's gonna just kind of turn into uh the opposite situation. Oh, I made a little mistake. It's 4-1-4-1 because Lisandro would be 6. So central defensive midfield and defensive Shaw, framed by Malasia. Yeah, but dude, that would never happen because they're not going to leave Maguire out. They paid so much money for Maguire. That's also why I think Ten Hag said that, because they paid what, 80 million for him, and he's fucking terrible. Yeah. I mean, but you I'm sure know more. I mean, it's like obvious, right? You know more about soccer than I do, and like positioning and formations. But I'm just saying because Maguire, they paid him so much money, and they keep saying he's like the captain, and they keep saying all this bullshit, and so I think that's where they're just gonna keep stringing him along. I feel like there's so many more immoral actions. He has his wife, but since okay, participates in lying, slaughters men in Cusco, rules with brutality. It's not that easy to just up and move states. There's a lot of financial barriers to that, so it's important for the federal government to be able to protect something as basic as an abortion. Yeah, and but again, this just comes down to like how you feel about the current issue. And I think, but like I said, I think that like back then when it got first passed, I think it was just this kind of like wake up call that there needed to be a long term strategy. And so I think that's this. I think the same legislation had the same issue as having the same effect on the opposite side now. They should have sold him because every year his chance price will be low. Yeah, because everyone's gonna realize how shitty he is. The longer he stays, the more people are gonna realize that he's just bad. So Fernando. Executes Diego. Abandoning expedition. Yep. Oh, kills Almagro's son. Who Revenge criticism. Who would criticize? The problem is I have trouble like. So the main character is Gonzalo Pizarro, right? And he's almost this kind of like untouchable Spaniard in the Incan Empire, and he's like ruling it with this iron fist, and he's kind of really brutal dude. But the problem is there was no one to tell him no, and so that's where I'm just like kind of like there's supposed to be criticism, but maybe who was like a trusted advisor? Maybe from Carvajal? No, we already said that for here. Bet you had the chance to buy Van Dyke, but you didn't. Instead, you bought Maguire. Exactly. I feel that. Fucking spend all that fucking money on Maguire. I just did, Hudson. Pat texted me. Hudson, we Little Country Luxembourg. He plays pretty high level soccer in he plays pretty high level soccer in Luxembourg, and he's talking about like some formations that United might be able to use uh in the upcoming season. And he was like he was saying that like the defense would be Shaw, Varane, Bai, and Malasia. But I was just like, what about Maguire? Like they're not like Ten Hag already said that Maguire's going to be captain, and they paid all that money for him. This fucking guy, huh? Hudson, did you set that up for Pat to say fuck you? If so, that was pretty solid. That was on my son. Criticism. Who would criticize him? Let's see. Was it Battle of Chupas? Battle of Chupas. Let's see. Who was there? Maguire will not be dropped to the bench as a captain. Agree. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's just no way. I gotta play beat aim, but I gotta clean my office and more stuff just keeps piling up. Amen. Dude, that shit always happens. I think I mentioned it. Okay. Those on days I set aside to relax, right? Like just shit that just comes out of nowhere. About to cut the crap and go full Marie Kondo this fall outside of Kicks. Dude, I wonder how much it would be to like hire her. I think this year will be a better year for Benfica. We bought young talent players like Enzo Fernandez or David Neres, so I'm looking forward to win the Champions. Oh yeah, so also GQ Luxembourg is Portuguese and his favorite team is Benfica. If Manchester United plays Benfica, we're gonna have a watch party. That'd be dope. Folder 49. Your power is fuck no, bruh. Dude, that's a good power to have. Uber Eats, acute. Yeah. Hold on. So I don't. I what? Like, if we were gonna have a watch party for Benfica Manchester United, what would you guys be drinking? So I don't drink, but not even a but. I don't drink. Period. And my favorite drink is a there's a blood orange soda from Trader Joe's that GQ and Parappa's other brother. There's three. The other brother turned me on to. It's blood orange Italian soda from Trader Joe's. If you get anything to mix or anything, get this blood orange soda from Trader Joe's. It's fucking bomb. Water. Hey man, fucking you're an athlete. You can't have anything but water. Only thing, maybe Gatorade. Benfica still must play the playoffs from the Champions League because we were third in the league. I didn't know you guys were third. I thought you guys were second. Dude, it's so good. We still go get the. I know. I try to keep it secret. I'm trying, but I can't help it. I get so excited. Yeah. Blood orange is terrible. Never mind. You don't want this, especially from Trader Joe's. Diabetic urine. Oh my gosh, that is very graphic and very specific. Bro, literally always low stock. The Panhandles Rose never had it in store. Yeah, dude, we get it whenever we see it. Which outline is this for? So the this is about Gonzalo Pizarro. And so there's a I was kind of not in, this is the historical novel. I'm not doing the YA series right now. I think I can sell this guy really well, and I think I can really knock this out of the park. Like this is kind of like I was telling Melissa that this is going to be like probably the best book I've ever written, but the only issue is I want the book about the Maya book burning event to be like my big my big guy, but it's like it's turning. I think this is going to end up being another one of my big guys. So I mean I can have two big guys, right? But like I almost want like the Maya book burning is almost like more near and dear to my heart, and so that's why I'm a little bit guilty that I'm just gonna fucking crush this book. And I think it's gonna be very informative for a lot of people. I'm gonna try and make sure that because dude, this political scene is like rivals anything that George R. R. Martin wrote in Game of Thrones. It's difficult to control audience. I know, dude. I thought for sure. Okay, so I have a good bit of success with the book about the Mayan book burning event, and so I thought if I kind of parlay that into a fantasy story about the Mayan history and ancient Mayan relics, I thought that was going to be an easy layup, and it wasn't. Short answer, it was not. I think the story I think is great. Like I think I like it's a very it's like a good time. I think like it's a page turner. It'd make a great movie. Like I think all these. I think it's a good story, but it just did not have the kind of reception that I was expecting when I have so much kind of like I have so many sales of another book about a historical event. So I'm hoping. I was thinking like Maya historical fiction and then another Maya book. Well, now I'm going Maya historical fiction, and this time it's going to be Incan historical fiction. However, when I succeeded in my first year at university, I drank a bit too much. Oh shit, Luxembourg, did you have to train after drinking too much? If you get it sold to one of the book list publishers for school, you see, dude. Speaking of that, on TikTok. Apparently, I guess I'm on teacher TikTok now because I've had like a handful of teachers, maybe 5 to 10, say that they're going to get it and they're going to use it in their classes. And I was like thinking, I was like, man, if I could get a handful of counties to have this book be like required reading, I was like, man, this would be really every summer. Like if there's like a summer book, right? Every summer this book is like hitting a couple hundred sales. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's like I don't really know how to. I mean, I guess I could actively make make TikToks for teachers and be like, and that's something I haven't done before. So, but yeah, so just kind of, I think it's one of those things like it just takes time. Like just keep trying, keep swinging, keep shooting, shooters shoot, right? So it's like just keep doing what you can and what you think of, and then eventually something hopefully will happen. Yes, the next day I had cousin at the university. We finished on end of May. Oof. Yeah, man. So yeah, that sucks. I remember training after being hungover. That was never fun. You start selling at Scholastic Book Fair. We all fly in private. Dude, I'll go rent it. We can like we'll do one trip in the air and then come right back because I like sleeping in my own bed. We'll just go up, see the sky, and then come back. Band is been executes Diego del Magro. Mm-hmm. Another immoral action, and this actually would be earlier. This is when you be all the way up here. Desecrates. I think that's the right word. Desecrating a temple. You can do that, right? Desecrate. Yes. Desecrates Incan temples and religion by taking gold from churches. Ooh, you know it could be good. So the Incan nobility believed that oh, now I fly to Atlantic City and fly back, or MIC or Philly for the day. Real quick trip though, real quick. The coach put me off in the next match because I smelled alcohol on the training day. Lux, like, I mean, you're young. It's like you could be ashamed, but it's like shit. I mean, I'm sure the coach knows shit's gonna happen. So the Incan Empire, they believed that the body of their past leaders was still I don't know what had the right way to put this, but like it connected to the afterlife. And so that's why they mummified all of their former leaders. So when Manco Inca got coronated with the Spaniards all there after they took Cusco, the capital, um, the part of the coronation ceremony was bringing out Huayna Capac, which is the one before, and then they brought out oh my gosh, Pachacuri. Well, anyways, there's like 4 or 5 mummies, mummified former emperors, and all these former emperors still had their same servants and like their same retinue. And so I think maybe an interesting, I mean, this isn't real that I've read so far, but an interesting way to show how kind of evil the main character is to have him destroy or almost behead one of the mummies with like one quick swipe of his sword type of thing. And so I think I'm gonna beheads mummy of former emperor, something like that. There's so much material in like the Incan Empire and the like the political infighting between the Spaniards, between the Incans, between the Incans and Spaniards, between the church. Like there's so much. And so it's like trying to figure out what I can keep, what I can get rid of. And then the Gonzalo Pizarro, like the main character, he wasn't even involved in all of it, but I think I'm going to have him be included in a lot more of what he was actually included in for the sake of the story. And I mean, I'll say at the end, like maybe I'll put like footnotes or something like he was actually not part of this, blah blah blah. But we'll see. All right, I think that's good for today. Let me take a little bit of a break, 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna feed and water this rascal Kita, and then I'll be back. So give me a few minutes, and then I will be right